welcome to week 2's Magic World reviews. I'm James Anthony, this is
Sam Fitton,
and let's get going. What are we reviewing today? We're going to be reviewing Sizzle by John Bannon, Big Blind Media.
We've got Shock Twist by Gary Jones, Magic Town Productions.
Indeed. And we just thought we'd throw one more in the mix, an old school trick, Gary Freed's NFW, just so we can compare them all against each other.
Yeah,
and,
old for new.
Give it old for new, exactly. So we're going to save Sizzle to last.
Yeah.
Let's leave Sizzle to last.
Let's leave Sizzle.
Which one shall we start with?
Should we go with NFW?
Let's go with
Let's
NFW.
start with a classic. Let's start with a classic.
Right.
Now, you performed this, right?
Yes, I've done that a couple of times.
Awesome.
It's always been it always is received very well.
Yeah.
People like it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not familiar with NFW, by all means head onto YouTube. There's loads of people performing this.
Usually loads of kids performing them.
Yeah,
we managed to find the actual original.
Yeah,
anyway.
we couldn't find the original. However, this is a great little packet trick, especially if you're new to packet tricks and you want a really high impact.
Yeah.
It's very visual. It's a very startling kind of reveal at the end. It uses 4 jokers, which basically turn into the 4 aces.
Exactly.
It's a great little trick.
They turn over one at a time, and then they instantly turn into 4 aces. It's done within less than 30 seconds to a minute, no longer, and it just knocks them straight between the eyes. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, because it's an old school trick. I mean, there is no DVD with this. You get
no DVD.
No DVD.
I'm not having it then.
You have
you have to
have
a DVD.
You have to be able to read. You get some instructions in here. It was produced by Elmwood Magic.
Yep.
And they used to put out some absolutely awesome effects like back in the day. They were cool. So yeah, you get your nice little paper instructions, which a little bit of nostalgia means you can learn it on the bus. Rather than sat at home.
Wait until you get home.
Yeah, anything like that. But anyway,
wants to use a video player or watch TV, and then you can't watch it.
Video player.
Well, video player. Then you have to, that's what it used to be. Then you used to get your laptops now, and you don't even get a DVD player in your apps.
No.
What was it? Apple.
Yeah.
Products.
Right, great.
They're premium. You don't get a DVD player.
And of course, you get your gimmick cards with it because there are gimmicks involved.
Yep.
You can't just do this with regular cards. So you get the nice gimmicks with it as well. And
gimmicks and all. It's cheap.
It's cheap. It is very cheap. It's like
at what price is it? Let's give the prices. The price for this, I'm sure you could guess, it's low. It's only $11.99.
Yeah, $11.99, which is a bargain. If you're new to packet tricks, this is probably a good place to start. You do need to know an Elmsley account.
Yeah, you do.
As you do with all of the effects we're reviewing today, you need to know the Elmsley account. If you don't know the Elmsley account, there's tons of tutorials online, and some of these products actually even include a little kind of section which teaches it you as well.
Exactly.
So
we're in this video review. We're trying to do it all in one shot rather than cut it.
One take.
So somebody said to you, "Let's do it all in one shot."
Let's do it.
Cool. So I apologise for anything that we do wrong in this. We're just going to do our best.
We're going to go for it.
We might even cut in that trick or a little performance of it into the video. So if you see it, it's here now. If not, boom. Let's move on.
Definitely.
Next trick.
What would you rate it? No, we've got to rate it. We've got to rate it.
I haven't got over the ratings. Right, we've got to decide then.
Do you know what? I actually really like this
high.
trick. There's a reason why this trick sold thousands and thousands of copies.
And it's still selling now.
And it's still selling now.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only got a few left, right? In the shop.
Only a few.
So,
but we're always getting
and it's something you can dem really easily.
Indeed.
And something you can carry around in your pocket, whip it out,
Yeah.
bang, straight into a visual effect. For that reason alone, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because it is so easy to do.
Beat me to it. I would give it a 9 as well.
Yeah, 9 out. It's got to be. It is so good. And so that's it.
That's
Gary
NFW. £9. No, £9?
No, it's not an offer. It's
9 out of 10. It's $11.99. No offers.
I think we'll move on.
Let's move on.
Excellent. Now this is new to the market. This is Gary Jones' Shock Twist, and I've been playing with this. And I really like it.
Exactly. If you want to see what it looks like, I'll do a quick demonstration. Now, let's cut. We can't do that.
Go.
Shock twist demonstration. A trick with 4 tens. I can do this trick the easy way or the hard way. The easy way to turn over the cards is like this. The hard way is like this. One snap of the fingers, and instantly one of the cards will become face up, the 10 of diamonds. If I snap my fingers again, this time, the 10 of spades becomes face up. Snap my fingers one more time, and this time, the 10 of clubs goes face up. Tell you what, let's do this visually this time. Turn over the 10 of hearts, and all of them will turn face up. And do you remember which colour backs they have? It's because they're all different. What?
Great. So,
Okay, we're back.
we're back in the room. Now, I know we said in the last episode, actually, the last review, that we weren't going to demo anything. But you know what? We thought, we really like this, so we're going to demo it. So the astute of you probably think, hang on a minute, he said he wasn't going to demo anything, but
somebody did say the other day, they sent me a comment, they like to see the tricks, it helps sell it to them. So I'd like to hear what your feedback is. Do you want us to demo the tricks? Or do you want us not to, and to cut to a trailer, or nothing at all? Let us know.
We like listening to people.
We like talking
so
about
anyway,
it as well.
the trick. So Shock Twist. This is brilliant. This is by Gary Jones, Magic Tau.
Yep.
It is actually very, very good. I'm a big fan of that. What do you get? You get a DVD. You don't have to be able to read to do this trick. You know, you get a great DVD. Gary's very good. He's a working pro, and that comes over. There's a nice live performance of him doing it in like a pub, and then there's him doing it to the camera, and then there's his explanation. And Gary's very, very good at teaching, and it really is an easy trick to learn.
It is.
You get your gaff cards, you get some, it's all pre-done, ready to go. The setup's incredibly easy, and what's fantastic about this, I thought, the trick itself, the only dirty move in it, really, you do it behind your back, which is cheeky. That's so cheeky.
How long did it take me to pick this trick up? I mean, I'm not one for packet tricks
5 minutes,
crazily, but that took me less.
5 minutes. I mean, it's great. It's a great little thing to have in your pocket to whip out if someone says, "Show us a good trick. Show us one trick, one more trick," something like that.
Of course, at the end, you can't give out the cards to be examined.
No,
again, what's the point?
No.
But you do feel really clean when you're holding up that. You've got 3 of the cards can be shown completely cleanly. 1 card is a bit dirty. Apart from that. Who cares?
No. I mean, like with all packet tricks, generally there is a gaff card involved. And it's certainly worth this, having that kind of gaff card, because it's what's lovely about this. You're probably wondering why there's a shock twist. The effect essentially is you have 4 of a kind, which all turn face down, and at the end you reveal that they all magically turn face up in one go. And when you show the backs are all completely different to the backs that you were showing all the way through, as in the trailer,
as in what I showed.
So it's absolutely amazing. I think it's a great product,
well put together.
And what's fantastic as well, the price is extremely reasonable. It's $12.99.
Isn't that a lot better to part with than?
I think for a new product to come onto the market for $12.99 and be this good is very, very rare. And I would not be surprised if these fly out the door, because I mean, it's just a great trick to have. Gary's done a great job. Magic Tau, great job. I mean, there's a few downers. I'd say is probably like the film quality is not the best. But now you're really
going at it.
I'm really doing some, picking at it. But
for the sake of 4 beers, boom.
That's it. 4 beers. I've never thought about. So in beers, this is 4 beers.
Or 2 beers if you're in London.
Or 2 beers if you're in London. However, $12.99, Shock Twist, Gary Jones. I think this is brilliant. I can only give this another 9 out of 10.
Give it 9.
Because it's so easy.
And it's quick. It's quick to the point.
It's quick, very visual. It's got nice audience interaction, which a lot of packet tricks lack. Packet tricks tend to be quite self-centered in a way, I think, in the sense that it's just you kind of showing off. Whereas this, because it's come from what I would determine a worker, it's got interaction every step of the way. Which is what makes it so great. So I'm definitely giving this a 9 out of 10. Well done, Gary.
Start carrying this around yourself now and start performing.
This may well convert me to perform packet tricks. I'm a hater of packet tricks. I hate packet tricks. However, this has made me go, maybe I should start playing because it is that good. So Gary Jones, Shock Twist, 9 out of 10.
Magic Tau.
Awesome.
Gary Jones.
Really, really good.
Epic. Okay, now we did say that we were going to shoot it all in one shot. I said that. Sorry.
We ducked up.
We have an SLR camera.
Essentially,
it can only record X amount of time, and then suddenly that red light went off, and we were like, no.
So anyway, we're going to kick it straight back off with the grand finale, the pied de resistance.
Sizzle. Sizzle. Let's bring it on. Here we go.
Sizzle by John. Now you've learnt this, right? And you've been performing this and tried it out.
I learnt this last night. I watched the DVD
Tell me about it. Go for
it. Right. When you open it up, nice packaging and all that, inside a nice DVD. And the first thing I will say is, yes, it's well shot, it's well taught, everything is great. I cannot fault the DVD in any way. It teaches you how to do everything step by step, and not even just, it's perfect for beginners. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn, it moves at the correct pace for that. For myself, I know the moves, so I found I was waiting for the DVD to catch up, which is a good thing. So well taught, good angles, no complaints with the DVD. It comes with some advanced handlings as well.
Does he do many live performances?
He does a you know what? You caught me out. I can't remember. He does a few. Yes, he does a couple.
Yeah, he does a few.
Yeah,
right. Okay,
he's out and
cool.
about. He does a
that's
couple.
cool. Right,
he does a couple in his house, and he does a couple on the main table.
All right. Okay. Cool.
And then the rest of it is shot with his guitar in the background and all his DVD collection there.
Excellent.
And yeah, to be fair, it goes through different handlings. It's a well-taught DVD, and it has a beginner's handling, I think, as well, or very basic handling.
That's quite nice. Yeah, that's quite nice.
Then it comes with lots of cards. So lots of bicycle cards with different backs on them as well. So we're not going to demo this one. You can watch the trailer if you wish, or we might put the trailer in now.
I think John Bannon's got this down.
Yeah.
So it's fair to say that if you watch this performance, that's probably as good as it's going to get.
However, I did learn it in less than 10 minutes. I had this down. So
that's pretty good.
Like all the others, as long as you can do an Elmsley count, he does a new sort of count. I should know the name of it.
Hammond?
No, he does a count, one of John Bannon's accounts for showing and subtly showing the back of each card and the faces, which is very nice. I really like that.
Yeah.
I feel terrible that I don't know the name of that blooming count,
That's
but
okay.
it is fabulous. So that's the good points of it. It has quite a lot of nice steps to it. The very first time I watched it, I wasn't overly sure what happened. I had to watch it again.
Do you want me to basically say it?
You say it. You say what you think.
I think it's boring. I know I shouldn't. I know that's really harsh, but it's got a great ending. This trick has a fantastic ending. If you want a visual trick at the end, there's a proper kicker.
It is good.
I say visual. What I mean by visual is it's got a nice kicker ending that leaves you with a lot of things which the audience weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Okay. However, the journey to get to that point, I think, is quite laborious. Whereas you've got with Shock Twist, which it's
30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
finish.
I think that's the inherent problem with packet tricks, and I think to keep the audience's attention, they need to be quick. Different things need to be happening very quickly to keep people engaged. And with Shock Twist, Gary kind of constantly is asking the audience questions, is engaging with them, and that keeps them on their toes. Whereas with this, it's very much, here's some cards, look what I can do with them. And then only at the reveal is there any sort of climax with the audience. That sounds really bad. However,
as I was saying, I mean, if you're kind of like I said to you before, there's a guy going around a hotel in Sidmouth, and literally, if you're sitting down and entertaining a small group for 20 minutes, it's a great trick to put in between if you've got a nice table, a nice mat.
Yeah, and of course you need a table.
You need a table and a mat. That's the only thing.
Whereas Shock Twist is in the hands it's what I would consider a worker's trick. I wouldn't consider this a worker's trick because
I couldn't use this. I couldn't carry it around.
I couldn't carry it around.
Do that on the table.
And it's. I mean, I could if I really, really wanted to, and occasionally if there was a table there.
Yeah.
And because they are, you get gaff cards and special cards. You know, it's not like something you could probably do on a pub table because if one of the cards got wet, that would probably ruin your handling. It just ruin the trick.
It's worth carrying in it just in case.
I think it's a good trick
for the right time, the right audience, the right place. It can work.
Yeah.
But you've got to have their attention.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think inherently the problem with packet tricks, as I said, is just that they do get.
But you hate packet tricks.
I do.
In general, you
hate packet tricks. Because they are quite tedious. I think they are very tedious.
Do you know how much flack you're going to get for saying that now?
I think they are quite tedious. I'm sorry, they are very tedious. Unless they move at a fast pace and you constantly interact with your audience. Then I'm all game for packet tricks. And Sizzle is almost Shock Twist has always converted me to want to learn a good packet trick because it is very visual and on the ball. Whereas this, there's a lot of process to go through to get to that end product. And I feel like I'm kind of dragging it out, you know? I feel like I'm flogging a dead horse with it. But the end effect is very, very good. It is very good. It's a great trick, and you know what? Obviously, John Bannon's a master, and I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for knocking it. But if I was going to learn a packet trick, it wouldn't be this one.
Well, just to say, you sandwich the ace in between 3 jokers on each side. You show them using a hammered count on all the, you go through all the cards, you put the jokers on the table, and one at a time, all the jokers in this pack change for the colours of the backs of these ones. So, tiny bit confusing at first, but
yeah,
if you really explain it while you're performing, that's the only way they can really.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When you started performing this, when you showed it me earlier, I was a little bit, where's this going? It wasn't difficult to follow. It was just seemed a bit illogical. There didn't seem to be much momentum with it, which is what I like about performance. I mean, that's just my style. I like things to be fast paced. I like to get my hands on their toes and guessing.
So,
whereas
I think we'd say in a parlour situation, in between a middle trick, it might work for you.
Yeah. I think
we do have another stickler though, don't we?
Go on.
The price.
Yeah, the price I think is a bit high for this trick. Just personally, I mean, it's £17.99.
Yeah. If it was 15 quid, it just sounds a lot better. But
yeah, I think if this was £14.99, I think this would fly off shelves.
Yeah.
I think at £17.99, it may still fly off shelves because it's got John Bannon's name attached to it. If this wasn't John Bannon's, would it struggle a bit? Maybe. It is a good. It's a good effect. The end product is very good. It's a very clever trick. Yeah. Again, uses the Elms account as well.
It's clever, well thought out,
and it's. But for £17.99, that's a lot of money. And
that's all we probably need to say on that. I think.
Probably. I mean, great trick. £17.99.
Yeah.
A little bit on the high side, and I think because of that, I'm going to have to knock its rating down because. I think
it has to affect. It's hard to give a rating. If it was £15-14, it's much easier to give a slightly higher rating. But £17.99, you have to take that into account when we give it.
I think it doesn't always. I don't think the cost always affects the rating. No. But in this case, it definitely does. Compared to say Shock Twist, which is £12.99.
Exactly.
And brilliant.
Yeah. So let's wrap this up then. So I'm going to give this.
Go on.
Don't kill me, everyone. I'm going to give it a 7.
You're going to give it a 7. I'm going to be even harsher. I was going to give it a 6. From being on the side of the table of the audience, and being someone who, actually, I must admit, I'm not very good at the Elms account, which is why I'm not a big fan of most packet tricks. That and I find them quite laborious. But this one is quite long-winded, and for the effect you get, I'm not sure it's worth the process.
Right.
Which is why I'm going to give it a 6.
So what we're going to finalise on? Are we going to finalise on a 6 or a 7? Because
can we go 6.5?
6.5. Let's
go 6.5 out of 10.
All right.
I think 6.5 is fair.
Here we go.
There we go. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
We'll learn the rocket properly for next time.
So that's John Bannon's Sizzle.
John Bannon's Sizzle.
A really nice ending, but I think for me, stumbles a bit on the way to it.
Yeah. But for other people, they might come up with a perfect way for them to do it. So
Yeah.
And there's always different ways of presenting every trick out there. So you might find that you can get a lot of mileage out of this.
So put that away.
Well thought out.
Excellent.
So that's a wrap for week 2 of MagicWorld Reviews.
Didn't you want to do a little competition thing to give away a Shock Twist?
A competition, but we've not even thought about this. How are we going to give this away? Because we're going to give away one of these Shock Twists. Woo! For free. Free.
Well, that's the idea when you give something away.
Give it away.
That you don't then charge them.
But what do we need to get them to do? Do we need to get them to leave a comment underneath, or I mean,
I think that'd be quite cool. That'd be quite cool. I mean, I think Shock Twist by Jared Jones as well. I must say this is probably your worker's trick.
Yeah.
If you wanted to put this in your pocket, this is great. So what you got to do to do this?
Let's leave a comment in YouTube.
Yeah, let's leave a comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's subscribe as well. Why not? While you're there, you might as well. It's just one click.
So as long as the comment is more than just a couple of words,
Yeah, comment on it. Tell us what you think. If there's any improvements we can make to the show or bits that you liked, leave us a comment. Subscribe.
And then what we'll do is we'll take all the names, we'll put them into a little hat, we'll pick it out, and whoever wins, shall we do that on the next show?
I think let's do it on the next show. Let's get a top hat and let's do it on the next show.
And then we'll get in touch with you. You can send us your address and we'll pop it in the post.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. Well, that's magicworld.co.uk reviews. I had to get the plug in there, you see.
Yeah, you did. Well done.
And all the links for the products are down below in the Show More section. They'll also be on the screen at various points, so just click them. It'll either take you to the product or to the YouTube page here. And
that's it. That's a wrap.
See you next week. We managed to do the whole of this without singing any Christmas songs.
Yeah, next week. Next week. My name's Sam Fitton.
I'm James Anthony.
Bye
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
Right, welcome to the Magic World Reviews Week 2. I am James Anthony and this is... Oh, come on.
Right, start again.
This is it now. We're doing it in one shot. That's what you said before we started. One shot.
Yeah, I know. Only got one shot, so make it count.
This is...
No, we're not keeping this. Start again.